The mist of the Rong'bang Dare waterfall does not just carry water, it carries a warning. They say if you stand at the edge of the jagged cliffs, when the moon is a silver sliver, you can hear a melody so hauntingly beautiful that it makes the heart forget how to beat. But beware. To hum that tune is to summon a storm, and to sing the words is to vanish forever. This is not a lullaby, it is the forbidden song, the echo of a love that defied the gods, and a sacrifice that bled into the very veins of the earth. Deep in the emerald shadows of the ancient Garo Hills, before the first tattoos were inked onto the skin of warriors, there existed a hidden valley known as our song Mikchi, the land of tears. At its heart roared the sacred waterfall, a thundering white veil that dropped from the heavens into a pool so deep it was said to lead to the world of the ancestors. In the village perched above the falls lived Sengwat, a hunter whose bow never missed and whose heart remained as cold as the mountain springs. Sengwat was a man of silence, a protector of his tribe until the day the music found him. It was an evening draped in purple twilight. Sengwat had tracked a wounded stag to the very edge of the forbidden spray. There, standing on a rock slick with moss, was a woman. She was not of his village. Her skin shimmered like moonlight on a river, and her hair flowed behind her like a silken shroud. She began to sing. The melody was unlike anything Sengwat had ever heard. It wasn't just a sound, it was the smell of rain on parched soil, the ache of a mother's hug, the fire of a first kiss. It was the rhythm of the universe itself. Mesmerized, Sengwat dropped his bow. The woman turned. Her eyes were large, dark, and filled with 1,000 years of starlight. She was Silchime, the daughter of the water spirit who guarded the falls. For a spirit to be seen by a mortal was forbidden. For a mortal to hear the spirit's song was a death sentence. But death seemed a small price to pay for the warmth that flooded Sengwat's soul. "You should not be here, hunter," Silchime whispered, her voice a ripple in the wind. "Then let the waters take me," Sengwat replied, stepping closer. "For I have heard the heart of the mountain, and I cannot return to the silence of men." For many moons, the hunter and the spirit met under the canopy of the giant ferns. Silchime taught Sengwat the secrets of the forest, how the trees whispered gossip to the wind, and how the stones remembered the names of the dead. In return, Sengwat told her of the human world, of the heat of the cooking fire, the laughter of children, and the bittersweet brevity of a mortal life. Their love was a bridge between two worlds that were never meant to touch. Silchime began to weave her spirit song into a new melody, a song of their union. She called it the Song of Eternal Pulse. It was a melody that promised that even if their bodies perished, their spirits would remain entwined in the mist of the waterfall. But secrets in the Garo Hills are never kept by the wind. The great spirit of the waters, Silchime's father, looked upon the union with fury. To him, mortals were like mayflies here for a day, gone by night. He saw Sengwat as a thief stealing the divine essence of his daughter. One night, as the lovers sat by the pool, the sky turned a bruised black. The waterfall, usually a steady roar, began to scream. The earth beneath them trembled. "The law is broken," the voice of the water spirit thundered, shaking the very roots of the ancient oaks. "Silchime, you have given the sacred music to a creature of clay. For this the hunter must drown, and you shall be turned into the very foam that breaks against the rocks." Sengwat stood, drawing his obsidian knife, ready to fight the very elements. But Silchime knew that no mortal blade could stop the tide. She looked at Sengwat, her eyes overflowing with the very tears that gave the valley its name. "There is one way," she whispered, her voice trembling, "but it requires a sacrifice that neither of us can undo." "Anything," Sengwat vowed. "I would walk into the fire of the sun to stay by your side." The water spirit sent a massive tidal wave crashing down from the heights, a wall of water intended to crush the village and sweep Sengwat into the abyss. Silchime stepped forward. She began to sing the forbidden song, not the song of the spirits, but the song she had written with Sengwat. It was a song of human passion mixed with divine power. As she sang, the air grew thick. The waterfall began to slow, the droplets hanging in mid-air like diamonds. "Sengwat," she cried over the roar, "to save your people and to keep our love alive, we must become the song itself. We must give up our forms to become the rhythm of the falls. We will never speak, never touch as humans again, but we will never be apart." Sengwat understood. He took Silchime's hand. As the great spirit's wrath descended, the two of them leapt from the highest cliff straight into the heart of the thundering white water. They didn't hit the rocks. Instead, as they fell, their bodies dissolved into light. Sengwat's strength became the steady, deep bass of the crashing water. Silchime's voice became the high, crystalline spray that dances in the sunlight. The Great Spirit, seeing the purity of their sacrifice, could not destroy the very music they had become. The tidal wave receded. The village was saved. To this day, the people of the hills call that place the sacred waterfall. The elders forbid the young ones from trying to mimic the sounds they hear near the pool. They say that if you listen too closely, you will feel a longing so deep it will pull you toward the water. It is a song of eternal love, for they are together in every drop that falls of stars. Do you believe in loves that transcend time? Subscribe for more epic tales from the heart of the Northeast. Like if this story touched your soul. Comment below which legendary location should we explore next.